John Bowden from Rock History Music. Hello, everyone. Just came in today, like an hour ago. Dolly Parton has withdrawn her nomination for consideration for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She says, "I don't feel I have earned the right." Now, she tweeted a message. Let me read it to you. Dolly here. "Even though I am extremely flattered and grateful to be nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't feel that I have earned that right. I really do not want votes to be split between me, so I must respectfully bow out. I do hope that the Rock Hall of Fame will understand and be willing to consider me again, if I'm ever worthy. This has, however, inspired me to put out a hopefully great rock and roll album, at some point in the future. I think she'd be great at that, which I have always wanted to do. My husband is a total rock and roll freak and has always encouraged me to do one. I wish all of the nominees best of luck. Rock on." Hi, Maria. Thank you for joining us. It's always ever so classy that she looks at this the way I think a lot of people are looking at being nominated in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you're not in that lane, hey, Melody, that maybe you shouldn't be there. And this year she was nominated along with, and I'll get to some hellos in a second, Eminem, Duran Duran, Lionel Richie, Beck, who else? Kate Bush, Judith Priest, MC5. So the final nominations, final choices will be made in May, but she just didn't feel like she belonged in that lane, which is a complaint that a lot of people have had. Not that any wanted to rag on Dolly Parton, because she seems to be one of the classiest ladies that ever walked on this earth. I'm just going to get your feed coming up here so I can, first the ad. There you go. But what do you think about this? I thought she would lead in voting no matter what because of her likability and what she's contributed. But everyone's basically saying hi. Sylvester Sam Sierra, Douglas W., please like our video, by the way. Irene Brophy. Hey, Irene. Nice to see you here. Tortor Porco. Dolly is an amazing person. Very true. Believing Rebel. Nice to have you back. Good afternoon. And Melody, I've already said hi to you. And Maria Day. Sylvester Sam Sierra. Hi, John. Chris Wenth, can we please put Iron Maiden in that spot? I know, it boggles my brain, really does. Maria Day says she's more country than rock, and she's basically country and one of the innovators in country. If you saw the Ken Burns special on country music, she was a part of that, of course, and rightfully so. By the way, if you haven't seen the Ken Burns documentary series on country music, whether you like country or not, there's spots on that, and I don't want to deviate too much from the topic, where Charlie Pride gets up in front of a stage and no one knows that he's black. And he wins them over. They're shocked, but he wins them over because he's Charlie Pride. He sounds like Charlie Pride. He invented Charlie Pride because he's Charlie Pride. Douglas W. says, speaks volumes about her class. Rick Baker says, happy Monday. JJ Upright, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a joke after putting bands in there that are not rock and roll. But the problem with that is they can't go back. I don't think they can, because it delegitimizes anybody who's in there, even though a lot of people think that certain artists that have gotten through with, I just saw the update for Ultimate Classic Rock coming up with that story. But the thing about the live feed, I just want to say, and by the way, folks, please like our video. It does really make a difference. We haven't been saying this for years, but when you like our video, our videos are ranked higher. And I mean, I know on some levels I've always known that, but we have 46 people on. What do you think? What do you think? I think it was a classy move in her part. She doesn't need it, but even if she did need it for notoriety or for whatever reason, I think she still would have done the same thing. Jerry on the radio. I think Dave Grohl should help her write and produce a rock record. That's a great idea. Or go to Loretta Lynn with Jack White. Yeah. James Bashir. Hey, James, nice to have you here. Good afternoon, John. Loved Dolly since I first saw her with Porter Wagner. Yeah, going way back as a duo there of country powerhouse. Bob's Place. I respect her decision. She's a country music superstar, not rock. Believe it. Believing Rebel. She's country. I love her. But she and Dionne Warwick aren't. Mark Burchett. Nice to have you here, Mark. Country has its own Hall of Fame. That's the thing. Thank you for pointing that out. Noah Brown, Chilliwack needs in. Chilliwack will never get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think they deserve to be there, but they didn't have enough inroads outside of Canada. Bill Henderson still going strong with his incarnation of Chilliwack. Basically, it was his band anyway. He always was the main singer, the lead singer. Tarkus, you're an ELP fan. Kind of hard to literally define rock at this point. You're right. It becomes more a broad term. And that's the way the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is looking at it. I just want to make sure I get all your comments before I bow out here tonight. Basically, for anyone who's tuning in, she just felt that she didn't deserve to be there. She didn't want to split the vote with, because she considers herself a country artist. You know, she's not rock and roll. Her husband's a rock and roll fanatic, she says. She wants to record a rock album. Someone had pointed out today that Dave Grohl would be great to record it with her. She's staying true to herself. Not defined by others. Rick Baker, thank you. And Melody says, Dolly is a class act, but not rock. Yes, I think I read that already. Maria Day. I don't think she's in it for the awards anymore. Thank you. Good point. Yeah. Pop goes the 60s. Hey, nice to have you back. This is a deliberate swipe at the hall, which needs to be done. Thank you. By withdrawing, she underscores the folly that this process has become. Ronnie Parker, John, check out the song The Bridge by Dolly from back in the 60s. I think I know it. Greg S. Marlowe, she is a class act, and although she did the right thing, I would have supported her just for her influence alone. Yeah, good point. Tor Porco, the Guess Who deserved to be in. The Guess Who, Chilliwack won't get in, but the Guess Who will get in. Irene Brophy, I love Dolly, but I was like, huh? When she came out. Okay, folks, I got to go. These are all short little reports. If anything breaks later on today, we will come back on. My son just got a job at Costco, and I have to drive him. He doesn't have his license yet. He's this close. He's going to make an appointment. Love you guys. Make sure you like the video. We appreciate that. It makes a big difference for us. And whenever news breaks in rock and roll, we'll always come on, or else you'll see an interview. More interviews coming up at around 5 Atlantic time. Oh, hey, Calvid, by the way, I love your channel. If you haven't checked out Calvid, check him out. Hi, John. I recently posted a Dolly Parton video, so your title caught my eye. My trio is one of the top. Check out Calvid. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Tortor Porco, hit those likes. Thank you. Take care of yourself, guys. If anything breaks today, we'll come back on. Love you guys.